In this video, we will show you how to download the Customerbar, install it to your site, and configure all of your social media accounts to increase conversion. First, Google Entourage Point, visit our site, enter your name and email once there, and select Get Instant Access. Once you click Get Instant Access, an email will be sent to you, and that email will contain a link to confirm that you received it. Here's the email that you'll receive. You just simply click on the link provided and it will redirect you to a spot looking like this. Seconds, you'll be redirected to the download page. All you need to do is select the button here, Give Me My Free Toolbar. Now, if you're using a PC, go ahead and just click this button. But if you're using a Mac, right-click it and save it as a zip file. And you'll want to save this zip file to your desktop so it's easier for you to upload and, well, to find and upload to your WordPress site. And that's going to be the next step, logging onto your WordPress site. Logged onto your WordPress site, please go over to the left-hand side, scroll down, and find plugins. What we're going to do is add a new plugin, the Customerbar. So we'll click Add New, and our Install Plugins page appears. We're going to be uploading a zip file, so select Upload, and then we get to go ahead and choose the file. So we're going to open up and select the file, and in this case it's called Social Links Zip. It may be called Customerbar by the time you see this video. We'll choose that, it will populate, and then we just click the button Install Now. Which is quite simple. If you go back to the left-hand column and scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see Entourage Toolbar. Let's select that. It will open up the admin section for our new toolbar. And here you can see you're almost there, and we have 5 steps to go through in order to set things up. Okay, so the very first thing you can do, and I want to point this out quickly, is that you can change the background color. And you can change this background color to match your website color, and you can also adjust the border color. There's a very thin border that goes around the edge of the Customerbar, and this allows you to go ahead and completely customize the colors of the Customerbar. In addition, you can make it squared off, so it's basically straight across, or you can actually have the edges slightly rounded if that matches the style of your website more closely. If you already know the exact colors, you can go ahead and type them in, or you can use the chooser, which is just off to the side, and allows you to select from the color selector, not only for the background color, but also for the border. Now, a really important part here is the position of the toolbar. We found that while the toolbar is typically placed at the bottom of the website, you can also have it on the top. It's really your preference. We found that having it hanging on the top slightly increases conversion rates, although it takes away from some of the other content on your site, so we've kept ours on the bottom. One of the other things I want to make sure is you can customize this by adding your logo, and as you can see here, you could also use text. Now, using text is a very important component because you can use that text as a call to action. And that call to action ends up being on every single page of your site, which is a very powerful way to funnel visitors to a specific page on your site. I just wanted to point those out. Those are the main ways to customize the toolbar and make sure that it looks exactly the way you want it to look. Now, a really important component of the toolbar is the autoresponder feature. You can connect your autoresponder. In this case, Aweber works perfectly. What we suggest is that you sign up for Aweber, which is very inexpensive. It's $1 in order to get started. And what you'll find, if you already know about autoresponders, is that this is an automated way for you to build a relationship with the visitors to your site, having them sign up to your email list, and then you're able to send them emails on a regular basis, adding value and moving the relationship along. What we suggest is you sign up for Aweber, and then right here on the right-hand side, a little bit further down, you can see the sign-up link for Aweber, which you would just click here, and then the script, which is provided by Aweber in order to connect your Aweber account to the email box at the bottom on the customer bar. Very powerful way to get opt-ins, and it's something we found is extremely helpful in increasing our conversion rates. So the first thing we want you to do is to sign up for Aweber. The second thing we want you to do is to sign up for analytics. Now this is very important because the way Google Analytics works, many businesses have flocked to using third-party analytics organizations like GetClicky. So this is a perfect opportunity for you to use the free service GetClicky to run analytics on your site and give you very important data. By clicking on this GetClicky button, that will give you the code that you'll need, which you just simply add to this box down here to the bottom right. And once that's installed, you can easily go back and see which pages are more useful and get higher traffic and better conversions. So that's the GetClicky component. Step 3 would be to start entering your social media links. And what I'm going to do is show you how to do that very quickly here. First of all, if you have a YouTube, if you're a YouTube author, you have your own YouTube page, all you need to do is simply put in your author name, and then you can decide if you want to have uploads, which is your content, displayed, or if you just rather have favorites, which basically means you don't have enough content and you'd like to have favorites of yours posted when your visitor rolls over the YouTube link on your page. And then items to display, we found 3 is the optimal number of items to display. Now we're going to go ahead and move right along, and of course if you don't have a YouTube author, you just leave it blank. The next thing you do is add your Twitter handle. For us, it's @EntouragePoint, and the same thing with Pinterest @EntouragePoint. Now this allows the visitors to your site to see the number of Twitter posts that you've put out, as well as all of the Pinterest pages that you have set up. We think that's very important in helping you build credibility with your visitors. Once you've signed up for Aweber, this is where you put the Aweber script, as we mentioned before. We also have a chat server, which we're going to skip over for now and come back to in just a moment. GetClicky we've covered just a moment ago. The Facebook script, with Facebook, what we want to do is we want to add in the like box. So if you just simply Google Facebook like box, and you download the like box code, and over the area of the name, which is Facebook, you just go ahead and put in your own Facebook ID. Then that Facebook script just gets added here in the Facebook script area. It's very simple. It looks a little bit more intimidating than it really is. Same thing with Google. You code in this box right here. Now once you're complete and you've got everything entered into these boxes, you hit Update Toolbar. Every time you make a change, you need to click this Update Toolbar in order to make sure that the changes have been entered. Otherwise, the changes have not been entered. It's a very important component. Now, I'm going to go back over something else up here, because I think oftentimes if what you do is in this logo area, if you make this a text call to action, that's something you can change very easily, and you can change it frequently. Whenever you do that, please make sure you go back and hit Update Toolbar to make sure that those changes take place the way you want them to do. Now, one last thing, I'm going to talk a little bit about another way that we've increased our conversion rates dramatically, and that's by using another plugin called Pop-Up Dominator. It's a very simple plugin, and with this plugin, after a few seconds, once a visitor visits your site, they'll receive a quick pop-up that asks them to opt into your email list. And if you can get them to opt into your email list, it allows you the opportunity to build a relationship with them over time utilizing an autoresponder like Aweber. We've had great success with ours, and I've got to say this is definitely something you want to take a look at. So the things you need to sign up for would be Pop-Up Dominator. We've just gone through the step-by-step instructions. GetClicky, that's going to help you with the analytics, and that is free. And Aweber, which has a $1 startup fee, and that will help you set up the autoresponder, and set up relationships and get an email list that you can then mine later with sales. So if you have any questions, please go to our Facebook page. You can post any kind of questions that you have on our Facebook page, and we'll go ahead, we monitor that, and we'll go ahead and respond as quickly as possible. One of the other things I want to point out is that if this seems to be a little too difficult for you, putting in the different code, if it's something you're not comfortable with, or you've tried and it doesn't seem to work for you, and we can't coach you through it, we can also do that for you. Part of what we do as an organization is offer inbound marketing and social media management services. So we can not only get this set up for you, but we can then also manage the accounts, including your Twitter, Pinterest, YouTube, Facebook, and other accounts, per your parameters of the way that you need us to do that. And if you need strategy, we can also help you with that. Since we do this for several companies, we found great success with it. So if you have any questions, please go to our Facebook page, /Entourage Point, and we'd be more than happy to help you. Good luck, and I can't wait to see the toolbar on your site. Please give us any feedback you can. Thank you.